All right. Let's bring back the king, and by the king, I mean Coalossal. So, Gen 8, Gmax Coalossal. Disgusting. Weakness policy, even worse. Focalith residual damage. Unfortunately, we can't recreate that here, but we can slap a weakness policy on Coalossal and see what we can do. So, for the team here, guys, we have an Iron Bundle team here with Torkoal, Brute Bonnet, Screamtail, Great Tusk, and Coalossal. Now, I technically could have run Booster Energy on my Iron Bundle since this is the only thing that doesn't benefit from Sun because, you know, it's Quark Drive, but I figured Booster Energy probably wears off because I've never actually tried that interaction. Booster Energy might wear off the minute we switch out, and that's kind of what I want to do with the Iron Bundle is go for Flip Turn into my Coalossal. So yeah, Choice Scarf, immediate speed boost we get to keep. So Iron Bundle here is a combination of setup as well as damage. We have Icy Wind for a little bit of speed control. We have Freeze Drive for some damage on water types. We have Flip Turn for the sole purpose of self-procking our Coalossal. But that said, if we're in a situation we don't like and we want Iron Bundle out to potentially break a Focus Sash as well, we could do that too. And then we have Hydro Pump because if we feel like missing a move, we have that option. Or, you know, land big damage. I don't know. Hydro Pump is kind of questionable. But I figured, you know what, might as well keep the Hydro Pump here. If not, we might switch that to Ice Beam. So that's Iron Bundle in a nutshell. The idea here is we have Torkoal with Eruption, Clear Smog, Yawn, and Protect. Now, that Yawn might switch out to Heat Wave so that we have some more damage later on down the road. But what I was thinking here for now is we have Eruption for big damage if we can pull off a Trick Room, which could be relatively smooth because we do have the Rage Powder on Brute Bonnet to pull attacks away from Screamtail if we want to go for the Trick Room. That said, Screamtail does have screens, it's got some natural bulk, and it's pretty punchable. Or I should say it soaks up hits. But it is kind of punchable. But anyways, that's the idea here. We have Screamtail to set up the Trick Room and screens. We have Psychic Fangs to break screens on the opposing side. And then lastly, we have Great Tusk here for some raw damage. We can destroy terrain if we need it. With Ice Spinner, we have both Headlong Rush and Close Combat to take advantage of Great Tusk's natural stabs. And if we want to just make Headlong Rush disgustingly overpowered, we can go Terra Ground. We could do that too. So, let's try this out and see how Coalossal fares on the climb back up to Master Ball. Alright, our opponent has Talonflame, Iron Bundle, Fluttermane, Brute Bonnet, Excalibur, and Great Tusk. So, what do we want? The Sun will activate multiple forms of photosynthesis between both teams, which is kind of nice. Now, Iron Bundle could be a little bit scary for my Coalossal if we are Booster Energy / Choice Scarf in the Speed Tie. So that is one thing to be weary of. I think we can bring Coalossal and Bundle. We just have to be weary if they lead with a Bundle. Especially if they go Talonflame Bundle, that could be really scary. Torkoal in the back. And I kind of like the idea of Screamtail. I kind of do, because we can always go for screens if we need to. So there is that. Let's bring, I think we're going to bring Bonnet, though. I think, because the idea that I'm thinking is we can have Rage Powder to pull some things away if we absolutely need to. We do have... Oh, one thing I do gotta note on the Excalibur is I do have to be weary of Thermal Exchange, because while it will take the damage from fire-type attacks, it'll get a power boost. So I do have to be careful of that. Okay, it's Talonflame and Excalibur, which is not terrible for me. What we could do is we could go Protect and... Or not Protect, sorry. We could go for the Earth Power into Excalibur for the +2. And we can go Flip Turn. So that said... Is Excalibur fast? Because if they go for Tailwind, that could be really, really messy for Bundle. Yeah, if they go for the... If they go for Tailwind, this could get messy real fast, but let's try it. We'll go for our Terra Fire. We'll also be able to do big damage with Heat Waves later. Now, Power Gem would have been really nice. Not gonna lie, Power Gem would have been really nice for Baxcalibur, but let's see how this works out. Iron Bundle doesn't have terrible physical defense. Oh, we're still faster than Baxcalibur. Awesome. Alright, great. So, how much are we going to do with Baxcalibur with this +2 Earth Power? That's the real question. Now, they do have the Tailwind, so they are quite a bit faster, but Coalossal should still be able to do some good damage to things. I don't know if I necessarily want Torkoal in right away, but at the same time, Brute Bonnet is a little bit questionable here. We'll go for the Bonnet, and then that way we have Rage Powder. Now, I don't see any Wide Guard necessarily, and thankfully we are... Oh, that's got to be AV. Okay, that's got to be Assault Vested on the Baxcalibur. Alright. Of course, they land a crit on Coalossal, but that's alright. Let's go Protect on Coalossal. Let's try to Spore the Baxcalibur, assuming we don't die. Yeah, if we don't die here, that could be really nice. Yeah, okay, that's definitely got to be Assault Vest on the Baxcalibur. Maybe even Ground Terra to benefit the Earthquake. Ooh, that is actually kind of scary. yeah, that is kind of scary just to see Baxcalibur just shrug off that +2, no problem. Would also explain why I'm still faster under Tailwind. Ooh, they did switch out. That's nice. Something the early riser. Oh, it's a Brute Bonnet. Alright. If I wanted to, I could Heat Wave. Oh, they went Protect into, or not Protect, they went Brave Bird into my Coalossal. So, yeah, okay. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try the Heat Wave. If Baxcalibur switches in, at least it's some reliable damage into it. We'll get a Rage Powder. Brute Bonnet will take the recoil, unfortunately, but... Or not the recoil, full-on blasting of Brave Bird, but at least that'll break Talonflame's Gale Wings. That is true. So we could try that. So we get our Rage Powder. Please don't be Goggles, Talonflame, though. Please don't be Goggles. Moment of Truth. They are not Goggles. Okay, and we lived. Nice. Okay. But Sucker Punch does take out Coalossal, unfortunately. So that was kind of moot. But hey, at least we have Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle can come in and Icy Wind if we need to. I have to double check the Tailwind turns for sure. Let's see. What do they got for Tailwind? This is their last turn. Okay, so we're going to go for the Icy Wind off of you. And I think we're going to maybe try to Sucker Punch the Talonflame, maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to go for the Sucker Punch and the Talonflame and get a little bit of damage. That's a lot of damage. Now, Talonflame is going to outspeed Bundle because of the Tailwind, but the nice thing here is we get a little bit of chip into them. Now, Spore can be really bad for us, but it is what it is. Alright, so, are we taking a Spore? I think we're taking a Spore. Yeah, we're taking a Spore. Okay. So, we have Torkoal in the back. And Baxcalibur. Now, do they have, whatchamacallit, Protect on their Brute Bonnet? Because we might be able to luck out a little bit if they don't and they take out their own bonnet. That could be a thing. Oh, there's their own bundle. Okay. I see you. Alright, so Photosynthesis activates on Brute Bonnet. Okay. Sucker Punch is going to hurt. And their booster energy. Alright. So. Let's see here. We have just the sun on the field. I got to take a turn of sleep regardless. So maybe what we'll do here is we'll Icy Wind. And we'll go Protect here. And then that way we could try to dodge a Spore off of the Brute Bonnet. And then that way too, if they go for Sucker Punch, they go for Sucker Punch. We could try something like that. Okay, there's their Terastallization. What are we getting off of you? Oh, they're going to go for their Brute Bonnet. Fire. Okay. So they're going for the defensive option for dealing with Torkoal Eruptions. So there's that. So Bundle's asleep this turn. Ready? Now they are at -1 speed on Brute Bonnet, so Torkoal might be a little bit faster. I don't know. It's Torkoal. It's still slow. Let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll wake up with Bundle here, and yeah, we'll try the Eruption. Okay, they're gonna protect. Great. All right. Can I wake up? Nope. All right. Can I dodge a Hydro Pump? Okay, Icy Wind. All right. Fine, fine. At least we're gonna get to hit their Bundle for moderately full damage. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's not terrible. It ain't great. I really should have taken the Sucker Punch off of the Brute Bonnet into consideration, unfortunately, but we're down to Baxcalibur, we're down to Brute Bonnet. Alright, so see if we can get the Icy Wind. We do know they have the Protect now, so we'll protect Torkoal here, because I'm thinking there's maybe an Earthquake coming my way. Could be a Glaive Rush. Iron Bundle does wake up finally. So we'll get the Icy Wind off into both Baxcalibur and their Brute Bonnet. So their speed's going to fall. There's definitely no way Torkoal gets to survive an Earthquake, but at least there's some hope. Bullet Seed's going to pick us off, unfortunately. The 1 HP. Alright. Well, Bundle tried. I do like watching the popping animation with Bundle, so that is kind of fun. Alright, we are going to lose this, unfortunately, but let's do it anyways. Let's go for the Eruption that Baxcalibur is totally not going to benefit from, but hey, it is what it is, unfortunately. You do win some, you do lose some, so let's just watch this. Oh, it's Glaive Rush, okay. We get my berry at least. We do get that. And they just put me to sleep. Okay. That is definitely the safe play. It really is the safe play there, because then that way Baxcalibur is safe from the effects of Glaive Rush, because Glaive Rush makes it so that you can't miss and they do double power to you, which really, that is the better way of going. So they hit me out with the Sucker Punch, and they go for the Glaive Rush. Really well played match on my opponent's end there, so I definitely have no problem with showing you guys this. Good game to my opponent. They definitely played that really well. I'm definitely speculating that it was Assault Vest on the Baxcalibur. Chances are it was loaded dice on the Brute Bonnet, which makes sense because they were running the Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed is a disgustingly powerful move thanks to loaded dice. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. Unfortunately, too, I didn't think about the Sucker Punch. Psychic Terrain would have been nice, but I don't have Indeedee on this team, so it is what it is. Let's move on and look for another opponent. Okay, we have a Zoroark team. Okay, we have Zoroark, we have Garganacl, we have Baxcalibur, we have Mimikyu, we have Sandy Shocks, and we have Scizor. Now, unfortunately, Salt Cure is going to kind of mess with the Coalossal ideas of being able to attack that thing, but we do have Earth Power, which could be handy. Not gonna lie, it could be handy. So maybe what we could do is we could try to scare off Scizor with Coalossal. We could maybe lead the bundle and Coalossal here. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll bring Screamtail in the back, and then that way maybe what we'll do instead is we'll try to go for a Trick Room option there. We can maybe even go for Brute Bonnet. Now, we do have to be weary of the Baxcalibur, because if this is an Assault Vest Baxcalibur, it could hit like a truck. But another idea, too, is maybe what we'll do is we'll go Great Tusk and bundle. We'll bring Coalossal in the back, and we'll try to play up to the Icy Wind tech instead. We could also bring Brute Bonnet. And then that way, too, if Scizor hits the field, if we somehow don't have our Terrestrialization already used, we could go for a Terra Fire, and then we don't have to worry about potentially taking a super effective close combat off of Scizor. We could do something like this. So, let's see what my opponent has for me. The Mimikyu also makes me kind of hopeful that they bring it and go Trick Room that way, and then I don't have to worry about Screamtail. So, let's see. Sandy Shocks and Scizor. Alright, so we got Bundle and we got our Great Tusk. So, they're Booster Energy. Alright. Are they Speed? They are indeed Speed, which is fine. So, we can go Icy Wind here. And we can just go straight Headlong Rush into the Sandy Shocks if we really want. Yeah. The nice thing, too, is we're Focus Sashed on the Great Tusk, so we will live a hit. Now, if they go Terra Flying, not great, but I can always go Ice Spinner. But if they also go Terra Flying on the Sandy Shocks while I'm hitting them with Icy Wind for super effective damage. So, not the worst case scenario. We kind of cover a little bit both ways. So, what are they Terrestrializing? It is the Sandy Shocks into Terra Grass. Okay, so not the end of the world. If we land this Icy Wind, we get some super effective damage. They are going to break our Focus Sash, unfortunately, but that's kind of the point of having the Focus Sash, at least, is to survive. So they are going to take a -1 onto the speed drop, so their booster energy is null and void. Not great for Coalossal getting its speed boost, but we can bring in Coalossal and go for a Heat Wave if we want. Yeah, we could go for the Heat Wave. We could go Brute Bonnet too. But I think we'll go Coalossal. Terra Fire could be really nice here. But we'll be slower. That is the only thing. We are going to be slower. Or, let's do this. Let's protect Coalossal. Go for the Ice Spinner into Sandy Shocks. And then this way we can cover for a potential Baxcalibur switch in. Or they do that too. Now we don't have to worry about potentially eating a close combat off of Coalossal because we haven't... Well, Protect is going to go before Bullet Punch anyways, but... Everyone just went for Protect, okay. Everyone except Great Tusk. But, hey, that's alright. My opponent wants to see what we're going to do. We're going to do that. So... What we could do too is we could go for an Earth Power into the Scizor slot, but I think we'll go Heat Wave. And I think we'll actually switch Great Tusk out. Because we do have to be weary of the Baxcalibur. I mean, we do have the close combat for Baxcalibur, and they've already used their Terra, so we can at least hit Baxcalibur for good damage if we play our cards right. So, at least now we're not going to be weak to fighting if the Scizor is packing a close combat. And if there's Grass Terra Blast on the Sandy Shocks, at least we're going to be neutral to that. We're not. We're definitely not. I mean, there's a weakness policy. That's something at least, right? Okay. Scizor's gonna go for Coalossal. Oh no, okay. I was expecting Scizor to hit Coalossal, but hey, I'll take that. I will gladly take that. Goodbye, Sandy Shocks. You are a beautiful shiny. And goodbye, Scizor. You are a beautiful not shiny. Which, to be fair, red Scizor looks better than shiny Scizor anyways. I like the yellow-green Scizor, but there's something about that red Scizor that I really like. Okay, there's the Baxcalibur. Alright, that's fine. And there's the Garganacl. So, I want to hit that thing ASAP. We got the +2. So, maybe what we'll do here is we'll go for the Rage Powder. Try to keep Coalossal alive. Now, this Brute Bonnet does have bulk investment. It does, so it might not be the end of the world. Now, if my opponent is, now if they are, okay, I'm really okay with that. That I'm not okay with. There's the Salt Cure. All right. All right. There's the leftovers. And I am going to take the residual damage. Alright. Let's go for another Earth Power. Or do we... They do have the Ice Shard, so that does kind of lock us into... But let's maybe try this. Let's go for the Protect, and let's go for the Spore into the Baxcalibur. See where we stand with this. Because they might try to just go for the Ice Shard to do some straight damage into Brute Bonnet. No, they're going to go Icicle Spear into Brute Bonnet instead. But hey, that's alright. If they go Salt Cure on Garganacl, at least we survive. So we do have that going for us. They're going to recover with Garganacl. Alright. I do have to get rid of that thing sooner rather than later, unfortunately. But this is going to be where it kind of boils down to who's going to outlast the other. Is it going to be Great Tusk, the Worn Out, or Baxcalibur? Yeah. Coalossal's definitely going down to an Ice Shard. So I don't feel too terribly bad for maybe trying to go for the double Protect. Although we do have the Fire Terra working in our favor, so we might be okay. We really might be okay with that 141 defense. It's really risky, but we're gonna do it. And we're gonna go close combat right into the Baxcalibur. No, we don't live that. But like I said, it was risky. Let's at least hit Baxcalibur. So Baxcalibur is gone. That's the biggest threat to Great Tusk, and maybe we can get rid of Garganacl. I don't know. It's going to be really, really clutch, unfortunately. But Garganackle does like to run stall, and I am not good with dealing with stall. So let's definitely see how this goes. We do have the Headlong Rush to hit Garganackle with. They haven't gone for any iron defenses yet, so there might be hope. There might be hope, and we are faster than them. Now they are going to go for the chip damage, unfortunately, but I don't take the defense drop off of Headlong Rush. So let's see where we're going with this. Yeah, that is gross. What they're probably going to do is they're probably going to recover, go for the residual damage, protect, go for the residual damage, and just try to stall it out that way. But let's see. So close. Oh. Am I right on the recover? I am right on the recover. But that's not bad, because basically I just got to keep Headlong rushing. Salt Cure is going to do damage, unfortunately, but they'll go for protect. They'll get some more leftovers. I don't think, because that was from full, so they did live this, and I did call it right. So maybe there's hope. And the nice thing too is they can't at least PP stall me, because I do have the Headlong Rush still there, and plus I do have the close combat, so it's not horrible. They kind of have to go for the double and get it to get back enough HP, in theory. So let's see. Do we get this with the Headlong Rush? We might. Yes! Yeah, okay. Moment of fear there, but hey, go Great Tusk. Also, the fact that Great Tusk exists, that implies there's a Minor Tusk. Who do you guys think it is? Impromptu question of the day. Do you think it's Donphan? Or do you think it's Iron Treads? Who is Minor Tusk? And who's Mediocre Tusk? I kind of see it as Donphan, maybe as Minor Tusk, and Mediocre Tusk as Iron Treads. But hey, anyways, question of the day aside, good game to my opponent. All right, I hope you guys liked watching that Coalossal team in action. I had a lot of fun with playing with Coalossal. Unfortunately, this is a 1-win, 1-loss video, but that's all right. It's new to it's me getting used to the format still, so you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. We played against two different Baxcalibur teams, and my opponent just really outplayed me in game one. I cannot stress enough that they played that really nicely. I grossly underestimated Sucker Punch on Brute Bonnet, so maybe having Psychic Terrain would have been nice to get around that, but hey, I don't have that on the team. That's more to keep in mind for building around the team. So I definitely did underestimate that. I also underestimated the Baxcalibur likely having the Assault Vest there, because that +2 Earth Power did next to nothing to it, unfortunately. So Power Gem, yeah, Power Gem on Coalossal might actually be kind of better than Solar Beam. Jury's still out on that one there. But game two, on the other hand, Coalossal did a good job, and Great Tusk did an even better job. We got to scare off that Scizor and the Grass Sandy Shocks, which was really nice with Coalossal. We didn't even get the Coalossal setup with Iron Bundle, and we still did some good work there with Coalossal, and it ended up boiling down to Great Tusk taking on both a Garganackle, which is really annoying to deal with for a stall set, as well as Baxcalibur. We were luckily able to take out the Baxcalibur with Great Tusk, and then Great Tusk was able to live just long enough to take down that Garganackle. Now, if my opponent had Iron Defense on that Garganackle, it probably would have been game over for me between the Iron Defense and Recover alterations. Thankfully, I didn't see any Iron Defense, but that is something to keep in mind. The minute you see that Garganackle hit the field, you got to hit that thing as hard as you can immediately to get rid of it. We hit it from full HP with no defense boosts, and we didn't KO it. We left it with like maybe, I I'd say anywhere between 1% and 10% of its HP with that Headlong Rush. So luckily we were able to do just enough damage that by the time we got around the Protect shenanigans, we were able to get rid of it. Now, if they had gone for the double Protect, that might have been game over for Great Tusk. But hey, we did really good there. I'm pretty happy with how Great Tusk played out on this team. So I will see you guys next time. We have another video coming up with this Coalossal team. So see you then.